You know, Wilson, at some point in my life, I'm going to take the time and make the effort to become a great gamer and actually win a match or something. But today is not going to be that day. Look, man, I'm really terrible at PC gaming. Actually, I'm really terrible at gaming, okay? Whether it's console, mobile phone, whatever. I'm pretty terrible, man. I do enough. I put the games on easy. You know what I'm saying? But when it comes to PC gaming, I'm a straight up noob. If noob was a person, yeah, you looking at him. Look, man, my gaming is trash on any platform. It doesn't really matter. Whether it's a mouse or a gamepad, it really doesn't. Either way, welcome back to New Stuff TV. My name is Antoine. Let's see how fast I can die in this game, Richardson. And today we're going to be looking at some new stuff from Roccat. Okay, so let's get something squared away. I don't know how to pronounce this company's name. I look at it, I see a cat for the logo or like I don't know, is that a freaking panther? I don't know. So I think Roccat, but I've heard some people pronounce it Roccat. I don't know. Either way, I'm going to still call it Roccat because I like that. But they got some new stuff, man. They got some new keyboards coming out, which I'll have later for you, maybe in the next week or so. But today, we're checking out the Kone Pro and the Kone Pro Air. Wilson, come on, man. Come on, man. Get in here. You're already making me look bad. So these are their two brand new mics. We have a wired version, and then we have this is a wired Wi-Fi Bluetooth version of the same mouse we got here. So I'm really excited about these. I've already had a chance to try out both of them extensively in my gaming, but I'm just going to tell you about my experience. Now, previously on this channel, I have showcased the Vulcan stuff. Now, the Vulcan stuff is what I use daily. I use it when I'm gaming, but I use it in my everyday life. I use the Vulcan TKO Pro. It's the big keyboard, the one with the keys, or I'm sorry, the number pad, and then I use the Burst Pro. And I use the Elo Air for my gaming headset. Man, that headset is awesome. Now we got the Kone, and I have replaced my Burst Air or Burst Pro with the Kone Pro Air. I wanted to go back to wireless. I've used the Kone Pro as the wired version. In my experience, it has performed exactly as the Kone Pro Air. So I'm gonna be mostly showing you the Kone Pro Air just because of, you know, it covers all three bases no matter what you wanna do, and they perform pretty much exactly the same. But also for aesthetics on this video, because white with these bright lights I got in here does not do well. So I will be using this one because it focuses better. This is the Kone Pro Air, and it doesn't have a wire, so I get to just manipulate it all I want to. So look at the backside or the underside of this. It's got that heat treated, that stuff, man, the super glide stuff, man. Let me tell you, if you like to scoot around your mouse pad or a table or anything, this thing is gonna do all the scooting. This thing is slick. It's almost like a hockey puck gliding over ice. When you take that little blue film, it ships with a blue film right there. When you take that blue film off, man, prepare to glide across your mouse pad. This thing is brilliant. But since we're under here, you can see some buttons, okay? Let me make sure I'm looking at the right stuff. There, right there is your profile button. So you have several profiles you can pick from, okay? And then, or that you can set up, I should say. And then you have your switch right here. This is just a 3-position switch where you have the off position, which it's in right now. Then you have Bluetooth if you switch down. And then you will have your wireless. That means you have a dongle. Is that my, yep, I can see it. There's my dongle right there. Let me show you, man. Let me show you my dongle. I love that word. Every time I say the word dongle, I giggle. All right, man, let's grow up a little bit, get back to the gaming. So here is my dongle. It actually has a home, a safe home right in there in the Kone Pro Air. You can just slide it in there when it's not in use. Now, why in the world would a manufacturer create a mouse that has a wired plug-in USB-C right there, as well as Bluetooth, as well as Wi-Fi? Well, here's the concept behind this thing. In my usage, I like being hooked up. Like when I'm editing like this video, when I go to edit, I'm probably gonna plug this thing into the wired mode because you get like 0 latency. You're plugged in via wire and everything is working the way it should. No hiccups, no nothing. You ain't gotta worry about nothing. And if you want a game, this is your joint right here, man. You don't have to worry about disconnects or anything of that nature. And your precision is going to be on point and everything is just like you want it. But at some point, you might want a little bit more freedom. Let's say you want to use this for your workflow. Let's say you're doing some web browsing or, you know, maybe typing up some documents or something, or just regular work. You can actually flip this thing over to Bluetooth and then you have a lot more freedom. Let me switch it back to off because it is connected to my PC. You got a lot more freedom on Bluetooth and you don't need that precision. I've tried this in Bluetooth mode with gaming. It works fine, but it is Bluetooth. So there will be a slight bit of latency right there. Even in my my editing, there's slight bit of latency because it is Bluetooth. It's very low latency, but it's still Bluetooth. So you're not gonna get that wired perfection that you're wanting at that, you know, at those precise moments. But once you're done with work and it's time to get back to Call of Duty, and you still want freedom, but you still need that precision and that super low latency, like even better than Bluetooth, you can hook this thing up with that dongle via 2.4 gig wireless. And that's gonna be great. So you have all three, you got the best of three worlds happening inside of this mouse right here. Now, a great benefit from the Kone Pro and the Kone Pro Air is that they're compatible with the Swarm app from Roccat. So once you get these things hooked up, make sure you download that update, man. Get your update going, plug these in. It's basically plug and play. They're automatically recognized by the app on the PC. And you can customize pretty much everything about them, whether it's the DPI, which I'm looking at 19K right here on both of these. Oh, and they have the RGB. They are AIMO compatible. That means all your stuff is gonna match. When you get that pattern going on your RGB stuff from your Roccat, your other Roccat stuff, whether it be your ELO Air headphones or your Vulcan keyboard, it's all gonna match up. And you have this, let me put it right there. You're gonna have this swarm pattern on your buttons right here. And speaking of the buttons, you have your Titan Optical switch and your Owl Eye sensor right here. This is some stuff straight up from Roccat. You ain't gonna see this nowhere. And I have grown to love it. I've loved it before I even picked up the Kone products. I've been loving it since I've been using the Burst. But they've implemented a lot of that technology in here. And the last thing I want to talk about, man, before I just, you know, tell you again how terrible I am at gaming, the thing I love about these mice is the ergonomics. I love my Burst Pro, but it is a simple round body mouse and just kind of fits in the palm of your hand. This one right here, I want you to see this. You see that right there? You see how my thumb is in that little pocket right there? That is it. Like, all mice should be created like this. That's just, you know, some things, if it ain't broken, don't be trying to fix it, man. This is how mice should look. You know what I'm saying? You got your two buttons right there that you can customize. Then you got your scroll wheel right here, which is, you know what? I'm not gonna finish this video in time. I gotta talk about this scroll wheel. But let's get back to the ergonomics. So everything just positioned just right. Your hand just fits right into that, or your thumb fits right in that pocket. Get your click on and you can fire away. Now, let's get into this scroll wheel. Wilson, do the honors, please. Can you see that right there? Right there. There you go, Wilson. You can see right through that scroll wheel. This is so nice. I mean, we really don't talk about, well, maybe y'all do, the hardcore gamers, maybe y'all do talk about scroll wheels a lot. I just thought they were all created equal. This one is milled from solid aluminum. So it's just a great touch on an already great product. This thing is super light. When I picked it up, I immediately noticed that both of them are lighter, like noticeably lighter than my Burst Pro. I don't know what they got in that Burst Pro. I already thought it was light, but these suckers are like air. The Kone Pro is just a hair lighter than the Kone Pro Air. I guess it's the extra technology that they put in here, or it could be this dongle. Let me see. The dongle, how much does that dongle weigh? I don't know, man. It's just a smidge, a hair lighter. You're getting a little bit less weight in the Kone Pro. I don't think that weight difference is so minute. You won't even notice the difference between the two unless you're really looking for it or just reading the paper. But both of these are fantastic mice, and I'm glad I got to try them out, man. I am without a doubt no expert in PC gaming, but for a guy who uses a mouse several hours a day and really is trash at gaming, I can tell you right now that these are fantastic mice. And you know what, if you're gonna die in a game, if you're gonna be losing and just be straight up trash, do it with the Kone Pro and the Kone Pro Air. So this is the part where I close the video by saying, y'all keep being good to each other, and I'll see you when I see see you.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Let me get this straight. You sat through this whole video, the whole thing, and never once decided to hit the subscribe button or the like button? Man, it'd be the ones closest to you. I see how you are.
Are you not entertained? Are you not entertained? Is this not why you are here?